It's an exciting time. Australia Cup final can't be underestimated.
No, it is an exciting time for the club and also for the playing group. A lot of these players haven't been involved in a cup final before, and I think it's a proud moment for the club after, I think it's around about 10 years to be playing for some silverware.
If we look at the prestigious FA Cup in England, and this is Australia's version of it, for that fact alone, it really is pretty special.
It is, and it's tough to get to the cup final because the teams, if you do play against an NPL side, which is a local competition, they've been in competition for a while, and the A-League teams are just starting pre-season, so there's that fine mix of doing enough work in pre-season to prepare for the season proper, and also be fresh enough to play against these teams that have been playing all season and probably are fitter than some of the A-League sides. And some of the grounds that you go to are pretty difficult to play in as well. They're not as flat, nowhere near as flat, bumpy, and that evens the game up as well. And then when you play against an A-League side, which we have against two, it's also difficult because they're also fighting for that cup spot.
How important is it in this new era, to create a winning culture?
I think it's important, and we believe that it's very important to create a winning culture, winning mentality, and that starts in your training sessions, and that's something that we changed straight away here with the Raw, the professionalism. I will say that we're a process-driven team, and we focus on the process and let the result take care of itself.
So, with some of those, you obviously identify things coming in. Can you, I suppose, following on from that question, pinpoint some areas which you really worked on with the team, or you thought we needed to address this to get them to the next stage?
Yeah, my footballing philosophy is hard working. It's a high pressing game as well, and we want to dominate in possession, especially up further in the field in the opposition's defensive areas. So they're the things that we address, but it's the hard work. It's the training sessions that we do. It's the extra work that the players do to be able to repeat sprints in that final third, to get in behind the opposition, to be able to press consistently, because it's very, very difficult for 90 minutes to be able to press, but you have to have a fitness level, and that's something that we changed, and also the mentality, and never say die attitude. The boys realise now that this is a team from Brisbane, but we represent Queensland, and we have the Queensland mentality, which is a never say die attitude, and that's something that we needed to address quickly.
An area where you think Sydney FC might present dangers, or where you can possibly get over the top of them?
Look, Sydney FC are a top side. They have been for a number of years. In the A-League, they're generally always successful, and a team coached by Steve Corica is always going to be successful as well. And the personnel that they have are very strong. But we work on us and focus on us. Obviously, we've seen where they may hurt us, and we have to nullify that. And then also on the flip side, we know where we can hurt them.
I did read earlier in the week about you saying that the focus is still very much on us. And
Correct.
I suppose forward and saying us. How's that fit in with going into games like this and looking at other opposition?
Nothing changes. We'll always do our analysis on the opposition, and we show the players in possession and out of possession, but the main focus is on us, how we can stop them, and then how we can hurt them with our game style. And like I said, we're a high pressing team. We won't change, and we want to make it entertaining for our supporters as well, and create a lot of goal scoring opportunities. We do understand that it comes with risk, but the reward always outweighs that risk, so we won't change the way we play.
So you marched through to the final. You've knocked off Newcastle Jets, Western Sydney Wanderers, and last year, of course, the A-League team out of the Melbourne Knights. In light of, are they positives? I suppose they are positives, but in light of last year, the team finishing second last, a lot of positives for the A-League season ahead?
Yeah, look, what happened last season is not our focus. We're focused on this season. And there are huge positives. We played against the West Sydney Wanderers side, who are filled with top quality players, and we did play really well and scored 4 goals in that game. We also went to Sydney and played against Sydney United, who were the cup finalists last season, and beat them 5-0 on their home ground. So there's a real positive mentality and attitude and buzz about this team, and we're really looking forward to this game. But again, the focus is on us, on how we perform and being better than what we were last week.
Ross, just a couple of more questions, probably driven from the fans who say, look, we don't have maybe it could have been played up here. Obviously, Suncorp Stadium is not available, but does that mean, say, importance maybe that developing Perry Park or something as a secondary ground?
That's something for other people to worry about. I can only focus on what's at hand, and that's the game. We're going to Sydney to play in this cup final, and at a great stadium as well, and we're all looking forward to that. I think for Brisbane in the future, I think that there must be some sort of development for football in this state. Whether that can happen, I don't know. It's always great to play at Suncorp Stadium. It's a beautiful stadium, probably one of the best in the country as well. So, but we're focusing on the game at hand.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Just for our supporters to come and support us, and hopefully we make you proud.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Going for memberships.